Hi everyone, my name's Bridget Mansfield. My preferred pronouns are she, her, and I'm a product marketing manager in the Modern Work Business Group at Microsoft UK. I'm going to talk to you today about Teams Essentials, our first standalone solution of Microsoft Teams, exclusively built for small businesses, and then how that platform can be leveraged even further as a business phone system by using one of our add-on solutions, Microsoft Teams Phone. Firstly, I'll be running through an update on what we're seeing in the cloud and hybrid work at the moment and our current position in the market. Then I'll dive into the products of Teams Essentials and Teams Phone and what value they can bring to your business. And I'll finish with what the future and roadmap are looking like on these topics and the options of how you can get started. So let's get into it. We at Microsoft often talk to you, our customers, about strategies for reopening offices and welcoming employees back in person. But I'm sure you'll agree most workplaces look dramatically different from a few years ago. We know that today's workers continue to prioritise relationships, inclusion and well-being as key factors for hybrid work success. Whether that's collaborating outside of your business or giving you the flexibility to work where and when and how you want. These improvements address the new expectations people have for the workplace. The pandemic permanently changed business and culture trends across every industry and in every country. We all went through that together, and we've come to realise that the future looks different, and many of those changes are here to stay. Employees around the world are seeing this, rethinking the way they work and demanding that change. We've already seen signals of change, like more flexible work policies and increased wages. But business leaders need to create good relationships with these demands and the economic realities of doing business. Where's the gap? And what impact will that have on talent retention and innovation? Today, we'll share how Microsoft Teams Essentials will help your small to medium business adapt to the future of hybrid work. Specifically, we'll take a look at our major areas of investment for SMB that are influencing how Microsoft Teams, along with its products, devices and services, will evolve. It's a fact now that people want hybrid work, but everyone has slightly different wants and needs. So now it's a question of what is hybrid work and how can organisations make it happen? The annual 2022 Work Trend Index, which was released quite recently, surveyed 31,000 people across 31 countries to understand how expectations and attitudes about work have really transformed over the past 2 years. From when to go into the office to why go into the office in the first place, employees have a new worth it equation. This means that the demand for meetings and all other processes must have more purpose and meaning. Microsoft have the tools to help SMBs adapt to hybrid work. Business leaders are finding that their organisations thrive with Teams. According to the Morgan Stanley CIO report of 2021, Teams continues to solidify their position as the go-to workplace collaboration solution. 53% of the organisations today are already standardised on Teams, up 3% year on year. And Morgan Stanley predicts that 67% are expected to be standardised within the next 3 years. Microsoft is the only vendor positioned as highest in ability to execute in both Unified Communications as a Service Magic Quadrant, as you can see on the left, and the Meeting Solutions Magic Quadrant on the right. This continues to validate our leadership in this space. Over the last 2 years, we've seen enormous growth, and for many of us, going to work now means going to Teams. There's currently 250 million monthly active users on Teams in 181 markets, communicating in 53 different languages. Over 1 billion one-on-one calls are made each month in Teams, and in the past 20 months, the volume of calling through Teams has expanded tenfold. Just like you, businesses have many decisions to make. Looking at the market, leaders often ask, what solution can get the job done for my business as well as my people? A solution like this should allow people to connect naturally, collaborate smoothly, and focus effortlessly all in one. There's plenty of great solutions on the market, but only one can tick all of these boxes. Solutions like Zoom allow for strong connections and collaboration, but users need to spend more time switching between loads of different applications just to get the real basics done. Solutions like Slack and Google Workspace have a more robust integration with their collaboration tools, but generally only within their own ecosystem and solutions. Only Microsoft Teams have thought of this from end to end. Teams allows for all of these and will continue to do so. The rest of the industry is simply playing catch up at the moment with their offerings. It's the most intuitive way to collaborate, meet and create, where content, apps and tools are always available to help you accomplish more together. Teams have been adapted for inclusive hybrid experiences and is known for being a complete digital headquarters. For superior end-to-end experience, Microsoft Teams is the choice. At the start of 2021, there were almost 6 million small businesses with under 250 employees in the UK. SMEs account for 3/5 of that employment, and Microsoft recognises this. We've realised that for many potential SMB customers, the integrated experience of Teams is a fantastic fit, but they can't quite get ready for it because of a few reasons. Reasons like they already have email from another provider like Google, or they're using hosted on-premises Exchange, so they're not on the cloud, for example. Or they have perpetual Office on their desktop and they're not ready to move to Office 365. Another reason we've seen is they have frontline workers who may not need most of the Office desktop apps, but they do need to participate in online meetings. Or quite simply, they just want the most straightforward solution that's much more affordable than what the market is currently offering. So how can we address all this? We've introduced Microsoft Teams Essentials, our first standalone solution of Microsoft Teams. This provides an easy step-in for your SMB business to help you meet the demand for more hybrid working environments. Enabling this will provide the ability for you to use the latest and greatest Teams capabilities. As well as this, it also gives you the option to add and grow functionality as your business requires it, such as using third-party apps or a business phone system. Teams Essentials unlocks new opportunities for those who have never been able to use our suites before. One of the key values that we see our customers using Teams Essentials for is powerful instant meetings. Being able to connect naturally and authentically within your network gives you the ability to get meaningful work done. 83% of Microsoft Teams users agree that Teams have helped their organizations improve customer experiences. The feature set of Microsoft Teams, from phone to video meetings to presentations, chat, and everything in between, helps professionals every day, and it's continued to grow its capabilities. Many have wondered if effective collaboration is even possible in hybrid work. Our customers prove every day that it is. With Teams as the core collaboration solution, information workers report saving up to 4 hours per week, as working together in one environment really simplifies things. As well as this, collaborating in one environment also helps to reduce risk. Research demonstrates that organizations using the Microsoft Teams platform have a 1 to 5% reduction in the likelihood of a major data breach. By using Teams, colleagues can collaborate simply, smoothly, and securely. They get more done together no matter where they are. By not needing to toggle between different platforms and apps, our customers are able to focus on what matters and save between 15 to 25 minutes in the day, giving them extra time to follow up on key deliverables. Bringing different apps and experiences directly into Microsoft Teams reduces screen fatigue, making a more productive and effective workforce. So how does Teams appeal specifically to you and your business? We often hear from small businesses who want to use Teams but are concerned about how cloud migration might disrupt their day-to-day. But Teams Essentials works seamlessly with on-premises or hosted Exchange so that perpetual Office customers can get Teams into the cloud. And Teams Essentials works on top of whatever email you're already using, meaning that you can add the full power of Teams into any environment. A common example we're seeing this used with is alongside Google's Gmail. Here is a real-world screen grab of a calendar invite actually inside Gmail, with the Teams link shown just there to join the meeting. If attendees are all using Gmail, they now have a join capability that will take them straight to Teams to join the call. It's the better together approach for well-rounded collaboration. Teams Essentials supports full third-party integrations, meaning that you now have an easy entry point to deliver customized experiences on top of the Teams platform. Using apps in Teams empowers real-time interaction and makes collaboration more engaging and more productive. Today, there are over 1,000 third-party apps available in our Teams App Store, spanning across every industry and business function, most of which you already use today. These apps were designed specifically for Teams, bringing the best part of this standalone app into the context of collaboration. For example, HR and finance teams use apps like Workday and Adobe Sign to streamline common workflows in Teams. Customer service and support teams use ServiceNow to increase collaboration, employee satisfaction, and to decrease the load on central services groups by managing support requests in Teams. New third-party app integrations have recently been released or are going to come out in the next few months, such as Salesforce, Facebook Workplace, and many more. Not only are new apps coming to Teams, but we're seeing more and more end users using these Teams apps directly into the Teams platform to stay in the flow of work. Teams Essentials enables the right scenarios at the right price point for existing SMB customers to expand their coverage to all frontline workers. Frontline workers have been critical to the continued operation of small businesses. Teams Essentials delivers the right features like shift scheduling in Teams and the right price point to digitally empower them. Teams Essentials delivers a full Teams experience without needing to purchase the higher priced Microsoft 365 suites available. You also get 10 gigabytes of storage per user and the ability to have conference calls up to 300 users. This is quite revolutionary for SMEs. So that was some of the benefits of Teams Essentials. Now let me tell you about Teams Phone and how you could leverage the Teams Essentials platform as a business phone system. Teams Phone is a solution that you can add on to Teams Essentials, and it will give you the ability to integrate calls seamlessly into your flow of work. It can meet your business needs with unified modern and classic calling features. You'll be able to optimize IT resources with streamlined setup and management, and it will provide all users with flexible, budget-conscious devices. But let's take a look at these in a bit more detail. So when we talk about the ability to integrate calls into the flow of work, an example is when you can quickly start a call from a Teams chat message you were just typing or from your call history. We use the expression management from a single pane of glass because the fluidity and ease of running your business is all just right there in front of you. The new modern calling experience looks at what you have in your existing phone system, but then improves the experience with things like live captions and transcriptions. It optimizes the customer experience that you can provide your own customers with features like consultative transfers, music on hold, and voicemail transcription. I particularly love that feature because you can say you're busy in a meeting and you miss a call, you can just read the voicemail like a text message. It also offers auto attendance, which allow you to set up menu options for your incoming calls. For example, hearing things like, for sales, press 1, for services, press 2, and so on. And you can put them into call queues for those specific departments. Or with our accessibility features, you can actually just say the word sales or services instead of physically having to press a button. It's really easy to add phone numbers and manage your entire phone system through the Teams Admin Center. It's easy to manage the end user experience and to be able to understand the quality of your user's experience. Providing you with data-driven ability, you'll be able to see performance and understand usage, so you can take the appropriate steps to mitigate and report using the Teams Call Quality Dashboard. With purpose-built devices for Teams, we've innovated beyond traditional phones to provide a consistent experience across all devices, making a simple, smart user experience. Your employees would end up with one primary phone number that spans across all of their devices. So what's the business value? What's the benefit of Teams Essentials and Teams Phone? Sometimes I think we focus on license costs versus those associated with the total cost of ownership. And we shouldn't forget that there's significant investment associated with IT costs, physical hardware, maintenance and support attached to those on-premise solutions. When looking at your end-to-end business communication strategy, you're looking for ways to optimize how your employees communicate whilst saving money tied to the 4 pillars that you can see here. So physical and travel cost savings. I mean, I've personally saved loads on travel over the past year with our hybrid meetings, and reduction in cost savings, as I mentioned earlier. Process and improvement and savings made from automation and gains from improved voice communications. Savings from simplified management and support, so reduced cost of PBX administration, equipment and licensing, plus savings made from consolidating everything into one platform. If you're interested in knowing what this means for your business specifically, I'd recommend reaching out to a Microsoft partner who could advise you. Potential cost savings can vary depending on your business size, deployment schedule, cloud adoption maturity, and a number of other variables. These numbers here are to illustrate the potential savings your company could achieve with a modern communications setup, with an example of 50 seats saving $48,000 per year. Better communications due to the capabilities in Teams Essentials and Teams Phone increases employee productivity and enables a highly mobile workforce, allowing you to save on your physical overhead costs. In this example here, we can see benefits of £144,000 over 3 years, working out at $2,900 per user. This results in a 411% return on investment with a 6-month payback period. The PSTN and ISDN switch off is happening across the UK. So if you haven't heard about this, in 2025, BT are switching off their public switch telephone network and integrated services digital network. These are just industry abbreviations for traditional phone networks we've used since the 1800s to connect phones, so non-digital calling. Openreach actually announced this back in 2018, and there's numerous milestones, as you can see, planned to keep this switch off on time. The target in 2025 is for every phone line in the UK to be digital. This will affect all residential and business customers, and it aligns with the UK government's promise to see 15 million premises connected to full fibre by 2025. So I would recommend reading up on this if you haven't already heard about it, and you'll be able to see how this fits in with your business planning. The cloud is moving fast, and so is Teams. Over the past year, we've launched over 300 capabilities across chat, collaboration, meetings and calling, apps and workflows, and admin and security to ensure we're keeping you ahead of the curve. And there's over 400 more coming over the next 12 months. I'll leave our feature roadmap link for you to keep up to date with all the new features ahead. Here are some options for getting started. On the left, you can see our Teams Essentials offer. As Teams Essentials is specifically made for SMBs, as I said earlier, there's a seat limit of 300 and under per license. It's only £3 per user per month, making it the most competitively priced online meeting and collaboration solution in the market to date. You get unlimited group meetings for up to 30 hours, with up to 300 participants per meeting. It also comes with 10 gigabytes of storage per user. If you wanted to add Teams Phone on top of Teams Essentials to your digital headquarters, you then have the choice of 2 options. At the top centre here, you can see Teams Phone Standard being added onto Teams Essentials. This option provides you with a phone system, and then the flexibility to choose and integrate your preferred telecom provider and include any calling plans and services they can offer into Teams. This option would make a total of £9 per user per month. The other option below is adding Teams Phone with Calling Plan. This provides you with the cloud phone system and then a calling plan provided by Microsoft, which includes 1,200 domestic calling minutes in the UK. This would make a total of £14.50 per user per month. Both of these options have fantastic benefits, and to get all the latest information on purchasing, make sure you speak to your Microsoft partner for the best professional advice. If you're not already connected to a Microsoft partner, you can search for one using the website appsource.microsoft.com. So click on the Partners tab at the top, and then you'll see on the left hand side you're able to edit the billing region and language to the UK. You can then filter your partner search by a specific product or location on the left hand side panel that you can see here. The link is on this slide, but I'll leave one that you can actually click below. Using a Microsoft partner is definitely recommended, as they are specifically trained to examine your business needs, and then they'll recommend the best solutions for you to drive a better return on your investments. So please take advantage of that, and you can see for yourself how it can benefit your business today. Thank you.